Anjing bikin cookie seorang wanita di jalur pertikaian.
When the Straw Hats arrived at Long Ring Island, things got strange and funny real quick. They came across a bear standing upright.
Human? Have you ever seen a human this furry and enormous? It's gotta be some kind of bear!
It's an albino bear, Luffy!
Then,
It's a
Luffy
rare of its
pointed at another
kind!
animal.
Oh, mon
Are
Dieu.
you guys related? That's a deer! I'm a reindeer!
And
You're a
then
deer,
came the
Jordan.
long dog, while Usopp was crawling under it.
Down!
Speaking of more arcs, first off, credits to Shonify G for uploading that adorable clip of Deon. It's supposed to be the long arc, yeah. That you basically watched in the past, right? Yeah, and Deon, let's see, the one that you basically uploaded because you want to, right? Not? Is for my Malay viewers. It's okay, very quick, okay? Malay and Indonesian are basically the same language, but the words are different. It's really weird. I had to just share that because I was curious to look up in the Malays subreddit because I was bored. And it's supposed to be like a woman that was on a hiking trail with some dogs, and I got worried at first because since I did see videos what happened in India because of the rabies incident, right? You know, I love India. I do. I'm thinking that if something gonna happen to her, she's gonna die. She's gonna get mauled by dogs, but she's fine. And it was from the subreddit, right? That you could look up on, on any country or city of your liking. Well, depending if they have it or not. And since the previous video from yesterday, and I hope to Buddha's Belly, Burma's Beans, I hope that all of you are my dear planners, especially Dumbbell, Greg and his adorable son, Eric, I hope that they actually have some candy. I know that's not considered food, but hey, to me it is. Okay? If you're eating it, it's food. If it's edible, it is food, right? Because of how Eric, he's in a 4th grade, by the way, for anyone that's really curious, that basically told me that they were going a little bit hungry. I just hope they got a decent amount of candy. Especially Dumbo with his little cousin, because those two have been going through a lot. And Greg, okay? And also, I hope Paul's doing well. And Joan, even though she hasn't been on my channel recently, is another Indonesian viewer of mine. I just had to just share another thing about One Piece, but more like towards race or ethnicities, because I was watching a video by a guy, I don't remember his name, that talked about black fatigue. He wears glasses and he's gay. I forgot his name. His videos are really interesting. A mirror or something. But besides that, since I hang out with you, seem to enjoy the Durilla Bark, I don't know how many views it is. I need to talk about Long Ring Island. No, this one isn't as interesting, but it is better than Driller Bark. I forgot what episodes it's on, though, because it's still the pre-time skip. I really like this because of the dogs. Okay, it's supposed to be when you got this man, right, that was stuck on these tall bamboos. I don't know how the heck he survived without... Wait, damn, that's right, because I think there were some tall trees that he basically was able to snack on the fruit so he wouldn't starve. But what's really interesting is that how can you live for, who knows, Buddha forbid, how many years without basically sitting down or doing a number 2 or number 1, right? There will be piles of feces and urine, which is really interesting that he basically managed to survive when he stumbled down on the ground when he basically met Luffy, Usopp down Chopper, right? Because he wanted to reunite with, I think, like a pet of his. I forgot what yeah, that's right. It's supposed to be a horse. Gorgeous horse or a stallion, right? And I just say it was a really cute arc because this is supposed to be when Robin joins them after they leave Alabasta. That's probably my top 3 favorites, I think. Because since I live in a desert, it kind of makes sense. Plus, I love Arabs. So, my Muslims out there, because I know they get a lot of backlash because, well, they're awful Muslims that I want to talk about it, okay? About what they do in England or France, for example, etc. That's not important right now, okay? And how... I don't know, Luffy, he just tends to have like more of like a deeper connection, like, platonically with Usopp and Chopper, and I love him for that, especially since Chopper hasn't been with the Straw Hats that long. It's really interesting of how far that we actually have basically just sailed through One Piece, for example, no? So I'm speaking from Japanese to French now. I don't know why. And also, I just had to add a Malay flag because it's a cute flag. And when I used to go for walks, I saw this house and they had like a truck. Deon, I think it was a truck, yes, or a van. And it literally had the Malay flag on it. I'm thinking, we have Malays out here? Darn it, I want to go to Kuala Lumpur. Talaga? Leki. Whatever. About basically about the racing part, right? And also I'll talk about my crush in Ian because I'm still a little bit upset that he blocked me. And by the way, it's 11th Halloween night, right, on Friday. And by the way, I want to ask all of you a question very quick. And I do want to add like a little bit that. No, the video's too long. I gotta re-download it because it took a gigabyte of storage. It's me dressing up as Jack Skellington. I have like an image if it's still on my MacBook. I don't know though, because I'm computer hindi alam artita puti. It's not good. So I'm mixing up Indonesian and Filipino now. I can't help it. I like to mix up languages. Did any of you have trick-or-treaters? If you did, type a let's see. Type in pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern. If you got candy, okay, type a candy emoji, the one like the little cute bun, or a lollipop. That's fine too, because I know they sell suckers. I used to love suckers. They're supposed to blow pop ones. And if not, just give me a ghost or type out a ghost emoji. So besides that, I had to just share at a really hot. I'm sorry, Luffy's hot. Of him being Afro Luffy. Because this kind of makes sense. This is going to sound weird. He's Brazilian, right? You know how Brazilians are known for being really, really mixed? I think they're the most diverse people on this earth. Not to mention, I have hot Brazilian syndrome. I made it up. It's when if you like someone that's Brazilian, you get a little bit attached to them. You can see why. Hint, hint, starts with a W, right? I'm still hurt. I am. And his body's hot. And excuse me. But I still miss him. I'm still a little bit hurt. I am. And I love how he's basically just had an afro because they had to be in disguise so that they wouldn't be exposed by the other pirates because I had to do a competition, I believe. It's supposed to be near the end of this arc, right? Or Dean, I'm thinking it's the Foxy Pirate arc. I just see it the Long Ring Island because that's what it took place, right? Which is, I think, one of the least favorites that people do that One Piece that are Strawties, aka fans. Also, this guy here, his name is Foxy, I believe, right? He gets on my nerves. I don't know why. Not to mention, he's kind of ugly looking. Also, it's kind of funny that he has a six-pack, yet he's a little bit, he doesn't have the slow fruit that goes that wonk, wonk, ronk, ronk, right? It's a cool ability. I know it's not that great compared to, let's just say, Room that Law has. Or, let's just say, Cien Flume that Robin has, right? It's still a cool ability that he has because he basically, it's like he's the Flash, right? I might as well call it the Flash fruit. Even though that sounds wrong. But what I mean by that is basically it's when he would have people that he battles in sluggish motion, right? And it's as though he's moving lightning speed. It's still a cool ability. Also, what the heck is he wearing? I don't get it. Oda is something else, right? And I don't know. It just from that woman in Malaysia that was doing the high control with the dogs to basically about diversity because Malaysia is extremely diverse. Same for Singapore. I had to talk about this arc just because I have an itch to talk about it and I just feel bored. So I had to say it's a really good arc and damn good. I think the idol cut up. Wait a minute. Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm thinking, did my MacBook freeze? But yeah, this to basically add more of this, right? Since I was just thinking about, racial problems because what's going on in Europe, and then that video about us blacks, right? Here in the US that always have this Black Lives Matter movement. I get it, but sometimes it gets out of hand because we like to victimize ourselves on everything. I'm tired of it. One Piece is the best anime, my opinion. Okay, I just wanted to just share this. Even if you don't like a lot of these arcs, it's still enjoyable to me. And for the ones that have never seen One Piece, right, let me explain of why I like this arc. One, well, there's a lot of cute dogs in anime. Two, I love Chopper. I gotta be honest, like Asuka Chopper. Okay, dan tre. I forgot to say three in Indonesian. Um, oh yeah, saya suka ding danan let's see. I forgot to say have in Indonesian. I have basically four antingku. Okay, tita lanjingku la four. Okay, can I say this in a Malay dialect because I speak Mandarin? What I forgot to say I have. Shoot, I basically have what antingku. So yeah, I have four. Right? I mix up four Mandarin and Indonesian. I don't know. I'm still trying to invent my own languages here because it helps me study the difficult languages much easier. Plus, it's just kind of cool to show off. Basically, oh wait, hold on. My lucky. I hope this is working right now. Okay, it is. So, what I really love about this anime, not just because that arc is really cute, but just look at this, okay? Look at this adorable, just image of the Straw Hats. You know, Jinbei, I don't say Vivi should be part of this. Because she was in Alabasta and tried a handful of episodes in the beginning, right? She's been around for, I think, Deon, like almost 100 episodes, give or take, yeah? So, I'm thinking, like, why not add Vivi? If we add Jinbei, then why can't we add her, you know? So, from top to bottom, right? Alibal de la Abalho, okay? Monkey D. Luffy, Rorono Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji, Brooke, Robin, Frankie, Chopper, or I'm trying to go by their full names, but I only know for Luffy and basically Zoro. So like, oh yeah, Nico Robin. Sorry, so three of them. Nami, and then one of my personal favorites, Usopp. Right now, let me explain about their backgrounds. I know people made videos of this, but I just want to do the scenery. Latino, Japanese, right? Or okay, I'll make this easier. Latino, Asian, Indian, white, black. If I didn't think black, yes. White, I believe. I'm not sure what trouble would be. I guess you could say mixed white. You know, he's an animal. White and black. Okay, that's too complicated. Brazilian, Japanese, Indian, French, Austrian, Russian, American, Swedish, and South African. I love this anime a lot for this. Oda is a genius for this. Allow me to explain. Okay? In order for you, and I get it, okay? Even I said some racist stuff in the past because people were racist towards me, and I feel deeply guilty for that. Of course I do. That's why I like to speak all these languages. I want to break down these stupid stereotypes. In order to be, this should be like a rule. If you want to be a Strawtie, which is a One Piece fan, you got to be open-minded. You can still be biased of other cultures and not liking certain, well, not like despising a whole group. But I would understand, at least do your best not to, right? Because I know it can be hard for a lot of people. But if you're, let's just say this, okay? If you're like a xenophile, this is going to sound weird. It's someone that is, well, you can be attracted, but does not to be sexually. Just open-minded, right? Because I'm a vexillophile, which is someone that is interested in country flags that you can see from the Malay flag to the Brazilian flag. If you basically are a xenophile, which means you're open for, I want to share this, is because all these Straw Hats together, right? They basically work together and are friends, regardless of basically their beliefs and maybe their little fun cultures or whatever. Especially how when Frankie, he turned his robotic hair into an afro, and then Luffy, Usopp, and Chopper with the Simtrum. Yeah, Frankie, you're an awesome robot. You know, I don't know. I haven't watched One Piece for so long, okay? And that's what I really love about Oda about this, because especially what you've been seeing with the protests, right? In Indonesia, Nepal, Philippines, at Madagascar, right? Basically got 4 countries. Not to mention, as a bonus, Hungary, okay? Oda, I swear, he's one of the best men that's ever lived. I'm not kidding, okay? He's not a god, he's like the rest of us. It's just like he made such an impact, because since I have a lot of drawings I love for myself, because yes, he's hot, okay? Literally, I love to see a boy that was stretched, and I would see his navel grow deep, and seeing a happy trail, maybe a little pubic hair, sorry. Hey, I saw if you don't read about a Canadian woman flashing her boobs. I know she's sexual, but hey, especially what women went through, I don't blame her. Well, she has some nice boobs. She does. That's want to be open, right? Nothing wrong with that. Just want to be a little bit expressive, the same way I like to see a men's coach. It's something like that. I'm just trying to like compliment aesthetically, right? Not like, oh, yeah, Miss Ray, nice boobs. Something like that, right? Sorry, I still love Shanji. Okay, Jamila Sanji Lamont. Just for him to actually have these Straw Hats, right? It really makes me appreciate of how far this anime goes, because I've been watching it ever since way before I got evicted. I still want to earn my house back, by the way. Think about like how the Going Merry got annihilated, right? And then they got to rebuild it, right? I'm not sure that makes any sense. They did. It was damaged. They did, even though they had to get the Great Sunny, right? But they repaired it. And I want to earn something back I've lost. Like, I want to repair all the damages that were lost, right? I won't forget that homeless foreign family for. I still want to move back. I'm desperate. Okay, if it has to take me, oh no, over 9,225 comments or 12,000 to comment on many YouTube videos or shorts, right? I will do so. Okay, not to mention my mother's been working hard, and yes, we are poor, but we're doing the best to get by. At least we still have food in our bellies, right? I just wanted to share that. I just wanted this to add this because of how much it has impacted me, right? Also, again, Luffy's hot as Afro Luffy. Because, again, he's Brazilian. You'll be surprised how many, they're hot. Afro-Brazilians, I cannot go to Brazil. I would be scared to death because, man, them boys are hot. Sorry. Again, Brazil, meninos, tá vendo? E me desculpe a todos, me de português muito liam, que usa americano do negro, okay? Honestamente. So, yeah, I just had to share that, okay? And I just feel comfortable posting this after I'll get the Jux Gante video. Deon, I think you should still have it, yeah. Unless I forgot to share it. Crud. I gotta look it up after I get this video done. If not, then I gotta sacrifice 2 gigabytes of storage just to download it from my Google Photos, because I want to share that as a Dile de Mas Muertos upload, right? If you don't know what that means, look it up. Or go ahead and Googling it. Okay? Because I want people to guess like what I just said. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit of something about this anime and whatnot. Sorry for being a little bit off topic, but honestly, I just love diversity. I do. Okay, and just looking back on these arcs, it really makes me deeply appreciative of all the work that Oda has done. Pardon me, to mention the real life actions I had cast. I gotta be honest, Hinaki's hot. I would be scared. I'd probably cry or pass out if I were to meet him. Plus, he's taller than me. He's only 5'7", by the way. I would be scared to death. I would probably, not to mention, well, me encanta la nombreza de americanos. Hombre. See, so I had to share that, right? And I just love this anime a ton. I do. And by the way, please pardon me for the iMovie Maker trademark. I wish I could get rid of it, but I can't because I'm that poor. Because otherwise, if I had a decent MacBook right now, I would be able to use the Final Cut Pro X, and my videos will come out way much better. I'll have more background music. I want to. I know most of my planners said that they prefer no editing, which is awesome, by the way. I just have like an itch because I want to add at least something, but like what I'm doing now, right? This is no editing. I want to keep it that way, kinda. So, I kind of do some editing, but you know what? As long as they enjoyed it, that's all I care. Okay, because sometimes I feel like I could put more effort just to stick out. Maybe that's why I have that little itch. But yeah, it's just something I just want to share about this arc, especially when Chopper was almost, let's just say, pirate napped by the Foxy Pirates because they had to make like a little deal. I forgot to share a little bit more about this arc, right? I'm sorry about that. That was heartbreaking. I'm thinking, don't do this to my little dear, Chopper, don't. He wasn't around to Straw Hats. I know he was around longer than Robin, but still, because I know Chopper, he may be like a little bit of the punch, well, not really the punching bag. Sometimes he may be seen that way, but he's a sweetheart. Honestly, especially since he gets along with Sanji and Robin really well than most of the Straw Hats. You know, they all get along. Um, I would say equally, but a little different. I don't know. I guess it depends. Like, think about your family members, right? You may treat each other like a little bit on different than others, right? But you still love each other. Like, think about like the youngest get the most attention, but you still treat all of your babies equally, right? Your DNA. It actually makes sense. And also, basically, just some of the games that they did played, especially when they did that little boat race as well, and Robin calling Usopp long nose because his nose is long. I gotta be honest, he's Pinocchio, right? But he's still an adorable boy. I just had to share that. I love Usopp. Also, what I really like about Usopp as well, right, is that he pretty much breaks the stereotypes that for us blacks, we could be all bulky and, you know, all masculine, not having feelings, or we can't be scaredy cats, prickly crud. Okay, yes we can. Yes we can. And I love him for that. Okay, I love Usopp a lot. I do. People, they need to come back. They do. And of course, I still love my boy Luffy because he's hot. Okay, I want to be. Let me have a confession. I would love to. I swear. I think it should be like a new. This is for fun. Okay, sexual orientation. If you're attracted to someone that looks like Luffy, you know, that actually makes. Well, okay, not sexually. Whatever. Okay, I don't know. I would love to meet a boy in the future that looks like him. Okay, like Inaki, but they're kind of slim. They can stretch a lot. Do nollie. That's another thing. And saying gum gum when they're sucking in their belly. I don't know. That sounds weird. Again, I have weird fetish. Okay. And I didn't meant to come up as... Again, he's hot. I like when Luffy stretches, especially when he comes a balloon. I think I do have an inflation fetish because of him. Yes, that's the thing, by the way. Even though I don't like how certain people do it dangerously. It's like if you're pushing air out in your belly. Because there was like a really hot black boy that I knew in the past that reached out to me on Pornhub. I don't want to talk about it. Well, he was 18, right? This was like more than several years ago. A while ago. Well, I think it was several years ago, I think. And, yeah, because, I just didn't want to send any news, and I felt nervous, and I liked him, and I had to block his number, because I think he only wanted to talk to me for one thing. That's why I don't do sex or any of that stuff. I moaned, but it's not like I show anything. Just the audio. That's it. That's my confession. Sorry, TMI. I know. Okay? And he kind of like did that. He did like the Luffy balloon. It was kind of hot. So, not to mention, well, he had a little bit of a boner. That was nice. Anyway, that's a man. Excuse me. But besides that, I'm sorry. I just had to get this out of my system. I'll post this later after the Data de los Muertos, or I may do a poll of it. But yeah, I wanted to share this because of how much I deeply appreciate One Piece, right? I love this anime so much. And yes, I love Luffy. I don't know why, like my heart skips when I see him. I hate Japan. In an amazing way, because this anime is so damn good. It makes me despise Japan in an amazing way, because why they had to make such good stories, right? It's like when you see like a cute animal, it's cute aggression, right? It's like a strong emotion more. Oh, that's cute. I'm thinking, I want to just squeeze it because it's so cute. You don't want to let go of it. You know, it actually makes sense. I don't know. Okay, there is a word for it. I know there is. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, and it would be nice if there was a boy on this earth. I miss Presley so much. I do. I'm sorry. He really affected me. He did. The thing is, his body is hot. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to come off as a freak, and I know he never messaged me. He did probably block me on Instagram. I haven't checked, and I'm too scared to check my main Instagram, right? Not the Luffy one. My main one. There's a Luffy one that's for boys out there that, 1924, that can do what Wesley did. Okay, and just to talk to them privately, they're fine. That's why I want to make sure that would show me their ID. If that's too much, then, well, that's fine, but I just won't feel comfortable. You know, because I'm trying to be open-minded that, yeah, it should be encouraged. You know, that way both parties are safe. I forgot to set this now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. I totally forgot. Oh, well, now I remember. It would be nice if there was a boy out there that would dress like him. And maybe that's why a lot of Brazilians would dress like him, because 1, they wear flip-flops, 2, they wear shorts, and 3, well, they're mixed. 4, they basically probably have hair like Luffy does. Onde mis Brazilianos? Anyway, besides that, one more thing I do want to add. Actually, please just have a great night. And for my planners out there, well, the ones that become planners, right? If I do upload too much, okay, or you're just lost interest, do not feel hesitant to unsubscribe. Okay, that way I won't be worried and being concerned. Okay, that would mean a lot. If you enjoyed this audio talk about why I see One Piece as a cultural inspiration type, you know what, I don't want my Straw Hats. You know what you want to type, right? If you're a Straw Hat fan, you know the emojis. Okay, if you don't, it'll be the skull with the flag on it, or heck, if you want, you could type in your nationality. Only if you want. I know some of you are private. You don't have to do that. Okay? And I guess I got another one I could add. If you if you have a favorite Straw Hat, which Straw Hat, me, Luffy, all the way. Which one, plus the thing is I'm a spade. Which one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 10 of them? Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 10 of them. Huh. Which of these 10 Straw Hats are your favorite? Okay, that'll be your homework tonight. And actually, no, here be your homework. Okay? If you want, type a paragraph, which is 4 sentences. Okay? And don't worry, I just thought this would encourage people, maybe. And maybe the ones that have the best description, I could probably pin your comment on the live stream, or when you said hello, I can do that. Type 4 sentences. I think that might be good. Okay, nothing too long. Okay, well, unless whenever this channel does get more popular, then I can make it longer. Type 4 sentences on why you love One Piece. Or if you have not seen One Piece, but you want to basically become a Strawtie yourself. Definitely here. If you have never seen One Piece, just type in 2 sentences why you would be interested. Okay? I thought I could just share that. And yes, Inaki. His name is Inaki Goldie. He's Mexican, right? It's kind of funny because Luffy's Brazilian, but since they're both Latino, it really fits. And this is not being racist or anything, because Oda, he wants to make this really accurate, because again, that's basically their backgrounds, right? It doesn't mean that one is more loved than the other. It doesn't mean that basically, oh yes, only this certain person, right? Well, okay, maybe that race, maybe. Or ethnic group, right? But the thing is, though, with the Straw Hats, they come in different backgrounds. And that's what I love about it. I hope I'm making sense, because it's supposed to show an accurate example of these characters, right? Because I think that's why I've been hearing some hate of how the Little Mermaid is black. I think that's kind of weird, though. Because I'm mixed black myself, but technically black, right? She's fine the way she is. She doesn't need to be black. No. Same way that Shaggy and Velma, they screwed it up. Shaggy is white. He's not black. I'm thinking, what the heck? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be good for black, the black viewers. No, I'm offended. He's fine the way he is. I'm never watching Velma. Heck no, that's garbage. Kidding me? Anyway, not to mention, why didn't I take out Scooby-Doo? Why? Por qué? Whatever. Oh, todo okay. Oh man. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, so I destroyed my glasses. And I'll just see all of you tomorrow, because it's 4 minutes before midnight. And yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about One Piece. Aces Assemble! It's like a Marvel hero. Enough said.